Hello YouTube, I am back again today, and this time I have a deck profile of Reptilians, which is an archetype I checked out a while ago, and I really liked it, although I haven't touched this deck in the longest of time, and looking at it makes me want to hit the baby form of myself and say no, make the deck better, but I'm lazy, so you get stuck with the version of the deck that I won't be editing for another 3 months until I decide I like the deck again, and went to try it out again. But Reptilians, it's an interesting archetype, and I feel that if it just had a little more support, it wouldn't be competitive, but it could be a more popular, fun deck. But you know. So, first off, I run 2 Evil Dragon Anantas. I can, by remove from play all reptile monsters on your side of the field and in your grave. This card, to special summon it. This card gains 600 attack for every one of them removed. So, say you remove 5, comes 3000 attack, and during the end phase, destroy 1 card on the field. So, this card is here to do a few things: bait out warnings, bottomlesses, that kind of stuff. And just kind of hit that, just do the last bit of damage, and just kind of pop a problem card on the field. That's about it. And then for the other boss monster, Reptilianne Vasky, by attributing 2 face-up monsters with 0 attack from anywhere on the field, special summon this, and once per turn, you can destroy a face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. Although you can only control 1, so you know. But this card is pretty much the main way you're gonna beat your opponent. Your opponent, say, has a Elemental Stratos on the field. You special summon this card. Pop Stratos, attack directly, do fun stuff. Reptilianne Naga. This card can't be destroyed as a result of battle, and the attack of any monster that battles with this card becomes 0 at the end of the battle phase. And during your end phase, this card has to change to face up defense position to face up attack position. So that's the only problem with what would make it a really good card. But this card combos really well with Vasky, because set this, your opponent attacks into it, their monster's attack becomes 0. Your turn, tribute both to special summon Vasky. 2 Reptilianne Sala? I don't know how to pronounce this, I never did. But this card is to tell the truth, I'm not even going to explain its effect, because I don't use it for its effect. I only use it for 2 reasons. 1, it's a reptilian name. 2, it is 18 attack. That's it. And I run 1 Reptilianne Viper. When this card is normal summoned, I can take control of one of my opponent's monsters with 0 attack. I normally don't use this card for effect 2, but I use it because it's a reptilian name, and it's a normal summonable monster other than Naga with 0 attack. So it just makes it so for Vasky to get easier on the field, although I can take my opponent's monster. Say they attack into Naga, take my opponent's monster, and then if it's a 4, synchro into Hydra. And I'll go into in a bit why I don't play any extra deck cards, although if I was a good player I wouldn't, when I do edit this deck. But Hydra's alright. Not for the build that I'm running, but if you can make one that can run it, I'm sure it's pretty good. 3 Gardnas. This card is, I would say that Gardna and Vasky are the best 2 cards in the deck. When this card you control is destroyed, add 1 reptilian monster from your deck to your hand. So Gardna gets destroyed, add Vasky. That's simple. Although, makes me sad that I can't run creature swap, because it's you have to control it to get its effect. But you know. And then I run 3 Reptilianne. Don't know how to pronounce that. But this card, when it's destroyed as a result of battle, your opponent, or when this card is destroyed as a result of battle, you can add 1 reptile with 500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. So this lets you get Naga and Gardna. And then on to cards that I'll probably replace. 2 Snowman Eater. The theory was this card is that you set it, your opponent attacks into it, flips face up, destroy your opponent's monster, and then there's a good chance it won't be destroyed by battle, so you'll have a 0 attack position monster to contribute for Vasky later on. And Gores, because Gores is a Gores, of course. And then to the spells, I run Viper's Rebirth. You can select one non-tuner reptile monster from your grave and special summon it, although it is destroyed during the end phase. Although the problem with this card is that you can only have reptile monsters in your grave to activate this card. So if a Snowmanator or a Gorz finds its way in my grave before I can use this card, it becomes a dead card in my hand. And I've been kind of fighting over, do I like Reptiles Rebirth or Call of the Haunted more? And the more I prefer, I'm starting to perform Call of the Haunted, so it's alright. Do Reptilian Spawn. By removing from play a Reptilian monster from my grave, I can special summon 2 Reptilian tokens. So Reptilian Spawn is pretty much just a free way to special summon Vasky. Yeah. One trade in, because you can only have one Vasky on the field, so you can trade in it, pitch it, draw 2. And Ananta is really only good late game, so pitch in it when you draw 2 soon. 2 Duality, because the deck will either just set a monster pass or special your boss monster then pass, so you use this on the turn to just set a monster. Monster Barn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm staples. Allure of Darkness, because most of the monsters in this deck are dark. Scapegoat, because not only can it be used for defensive purposes, but I can also special summon Vasky with the tokens. 3 Offering to the Snake Deity. I am a big fan of this card, especially. You normal summon Gardener, set this. Your opponent commits to the field. Activate Offering to the Snake Deity. Blow up your Gardener, 2 of your opponent's cards. Get Gardener's effect. Get Vasky. It's all good. Alien Brain. It's a good card in theory, but not that good for competitive play where MST's at 3 and your opponent will be blowing up a card every turn. But if you're able to get this off, what it does is if a reptile monster, so it doesn't have to be a reptilian, just a reptile monster, it's destroyed by an attacking monster by battle, you then take control of that monster and it becomes a reptile. So this combos well with Ashaleon. So they destroy it, you get its effect, then you take control of that monster with Alien Brain. So, decently good card. 1 Torrential, because it just clears the field, and 2 Call to put some field presence on the board. And that's... Oh yeah, and Viper is the reason I don't run any other cards in the extra deck, although if I do remake this, I will kick Viper to the curb and put a 3rd Call, but that's the deck profile. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry the deck isn't that good. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a better deck, but I'm going to sleep now, so thank you and goodbye.